Hey everybody, it's me, QSTORM. I'm back. I want to talk about some statements that Hugh Jackman made about wanting to join the Avengers franchise. He says that there's no doubt that there would be a scene where Wolverine would most likely get into a fight with the Hulk, and that he'd love to go toe-to-toe in a gab fest with Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark. Now, how sweet would it be to see that? But it must never happen. In terms of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, any and all X-Men should always remain in their own universe, always apart from others. And before you start throwing shade my way, blame the source material, blame the comic writers. Why? Because Marvel has created this universe where mutants are hated, shunned, despised, and feared for their mutant abilities, their mutant powers. So then if the X-Men were to be brought into the Avengers, Spider-Man, or any of the solo franchises, all logic flies out of the window. Unless, of course, it's logical for humans to hate mutants, yet all other superhumans are just peachy keen. Which makes absolutely no sense. Why is Wolverine to be feared but not the Thing? His name is the Thing. How does the general public even know the difference between superhumans and mutants? Shouldn't they be just as afraid of a guy who can rain down thunder and lightning with a hammer as a guy who can manipulate metal? Hey, it's Tony Stark, the guy who could get drunk, bust into the Pentagon, and steal all our military secrets. How's it going? Ah! It's that bald mutie in a wheelchair. He must be stopped. I mean, shouldn't humans be more fearful of the regular superheroes anyway? Most of these guys got their powers through radiation, right? Spider-Man, radioactive spider. Fantastic Four, cosmic radiation. Bruce Banner, gamma radiation. Tony Stark, well, he just wears the equivalent of a nuclear reactor in his chest. Thor, he's from a different realm, so who the hell knows what kind of viruses he's carrying? In other words, we're more likely to be poisoned and die from the radiation these people emit, or in Thor's case, alien pathogens he carries. They're a bigger threat to baseline humans than mutants, aren't they? Well, Captain America's cool. Very cool. Black Widow, well, she's just fine, and not a radioactive biohazard. Hawkeye, please. Mutants were simply born with their powers, unlike superheroes who have radiation coursing through their blood. As a matter of fact, aren't these superhumans mutants as well? Just think about it. Their DNA was exposed to radiation and it mutated their cells, right? Mutants and superheroes. All superpowered, all mutated cells.
Can we all get along? Can we get along?
Or it could go the other way. Humans should just fear and distrust both superhumans and mutants. And that would make sense. Of course, the stories would get pretty monotonous. Anyway, there you have it. Why none of the X-Men should cross over into the other film franchises. Until they make sense of this decades-old plot hole in the books, they must remain separate. That's how it has to be. Until it becomes logical in the comics, it has to stay separate in the films. I'm just telling you like it is from a logical standpoint. So don't shoot, electrocute, pummel, repulse, burn, or project an invisible force globe around the head of the messenger.